This guy, nice pot of cow foot. Really didn't cook a lot this year, but yes, guys. So I'm gonna wash and clean my cow foot. Now today I'm making curry cow foot. If you watched my last video, I made cow foot and butter beans before, but not curry cow foot. So this time I'm going to do curry. So now I'm just washing it with lime. If you have real lime, you can use lime. I'm using lime juice and vinegar, and I've added a little salt. And I'll go ahead and clean it up and season it, and let this marinate. Just got to get all the stuff off there. These are pretty clean. These are not real bad. So it doesn't take a lot. Just gotta make sure you just clean it real good. Get all the this piece is fairly clean. Once I get this clean, I'll rinse this a couple of times, and then I'll season it up, add my curry, and let it marinate. You can let it marinate overnight if you need to do it fast, or you can just let it marinate for 30 minutes to an hour. It'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to rinse this off, and then I'll come back and start the seasoning. All right, so I'm going to add my seasoning. I added my curry powder. Some black pepper. And a little garlic powder. I had some real garlic close to it. Some onion powder, all-purpose. This is Grace all-purpose that I'm using, actually. Just pour it in different containers. Of course, I'm adding some Maggi to it. Some Maggi all-purpose seasoning. Maggi has got a lot of sodium. It's got MSG, so if you're allergic to MSG, you're aware that some of the Maggi seasoning does have MSG. A touch of oxtail seasoning. Dropping in some pimento seeds. There goes some allspice. Just gonna mix this in. Going to add some scale into it. Once it cooked down, then I'll add the rest of the natural seasoning. And I get my onions and my carrots. gonna sit this aside to marinate until I'm ready to start cooking. I'll burn my curry, then add it in there. Add some garlic. And I'm just going to sit this aside and let this marinate for a while before I start cooking. Good, so I'm going to burn my curry, a little bit of oil. You don't need a lot of oil for this. I'll just add some of my curry in. And I'll go and have my purple. I'll just put this long enough to seal the cow foot, and then I have water to it, and it should take a couple of hours. This is not a lot, and you seem to be kind of, it's probably going to take maybe about 2 hours, which I'll add the rest of my seasoning at that point. I'll add my tomatoes and carrots and chocho, now all the ground provisions in here. And I bought the beans and let it simmer down until it's tender. And this will take about 10 minutes, and then be ready to add water to it. And we'll cover it up and let it simmer for a couple of hours. In the meantime, once this is simmering, I'll start preparing the rest of my ground provision. It's going to go in here. Alright, so now I'm going to add some water. Of course, I'll wash away some of the spices out in here. I will cover this and let this simmer. I'll come back and check this in about an hour. This guys just added water to my curry cow foot, Now this is gonna cook for a couple of hours. Then I'll add the rest of my seasoning and ground provision. So now I'm just gonna cover this up and let this simmer for a couple of hours. Just getting preparing all of my natural seasoning now for my cow foot. Everything has been, I've got chocha, carrot, Irish potatoes, scallion, onion, and pepper. And everything has already been washed, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut those up. Got all my vegetable cut up. Got my pepper. I got my butter bean. Once that cooked, once the cow foot is cooked, then I'll pour the rest of it in there and let it cook down. So that's it for right now, guys. I'll join you when I get ready to check it later. Yep, so my natural seasoning and vegetables is cut up and ready to go on the cow foot as soon as it's cooked down. And I've got my butter beans also ready to go in there. And that will be the final phase. Once that is cooked and tender, then I'll add these to it and let it simmer down until all of the potatoes and carrots are cooked. Yeah, let's check in on the pot. See how it's going. Looking good. Everything is cooking down nicely. Good. Get all this seasoning back down in there. Yeah, that is doing good. Let's check in. Okay. Oh, this is tender. Yes, that's almost done. Add a little more water. And I'm having warm water. Yeah, I prefer to add warm water when I'm adding water to it. instead of adding cold water, because it takes too long to come back to a boil. It's doing good. Doing very good. It's been about an hour and a half, and need another 30 minutes or less. I'll be adding the rest of the ingredients and let it cook down. So it's doing real good. Let's go. Let's check it on our cow foot. I'm gonna add the rest of my ingredients in here. I'm gonna let this cook down until the carrots and the potatoes are done, and it'd be a done deal at that point. Mascarpone, I'm gonna go ahead and add that in there. I'm not gonna burst this. I don't want it to be too hot, so give this a taste. If I need to add some more seasoning. That's good. Look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna add a tad bit more water. Oh, there's a lot in here. Now I'm gonna go in and cover this back up and let it go on and simmer. Another 15 minutes. This should be complete. Let's go. Let's check it on the pot. Wow, and that's looking good. Yes. I'm trying to break up that pepper. Let's go ahead and have my butter beans in here. Guys, that is it. Cover that up. Let that simmer down for another. Now this is a canned butter bean, so I need about 5 minutes, and it'll be ready to go. This is it. Nuts. Yes, guys. Hope you enjoy this cow foot. Enjoy me cooking this, and this is a done deal. It's about wrapped up, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for staying with me. Peace out. Stove done butter bean looks good.